Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am doing another buy or sell segment. And this time I am talking about what some people have been talking about for a while now, and it's almost crazy that it hasn't happened yet. I am talking about a Black Widow solo movie. Yes, Black Widow, the character played by Scarlett Johansson, who has been in almost like all of these Marvel movies since Iron Man 2. She's been an integral part of these Avengers movies. It's crazy that we've never done one yet. But here's why I think it could work. Here's a potential story that I think we can go with. First of all, having Scarlett Johansson as the lead of this character. I mean, she's already been playing Natasha Romanoff for so many movies that we feel like we know her. And I think audiences, even if you're not familiar with the comic books, even if you're not hugely familiar with the character itself, you're going to see Scarlett Johansson. You're going to recognize her from these Marvel movies. Her movies where she's the lead, she's done well with a lot of this. Look at Lucy. Lucy, as a movie, sucked. But it opened and made a lot of money in theaters. And you have Ghost in the Shell that is being highly anticipated. Scarlett Johansson is clearly a movie star. She can clearly make money at the box office. And I think that's obviously what these studios, even Disney, cares about the most. So she's already a proven commodity. And as far as a director, this is hard because you could pick a lot of good people to pick a movie. But if I'm talking about Black Widow, if I'm talking about essentially a spy thriller movie with some action in it, why not Sam Mendes? Sam Mendes, who did the last two James Bond movies, Skyfall especially. I like Spectre, but Skyfall especially was one of my favorite James Bond movies ever. I just think it looked gorgeous and it was shot well. Like, never mind anything else, just it was directed great. So I would love to bring this guy in this project and give his style, give his flair, give his vision to a Black Widow movie and really make it feel cinematic. Also, it doesn't have to be this huge budget. You know, this is just spies. This is a thriller. It doesn't have to be $200 million. We're not going to need a lot of CGI and special effects. We're just going to make this down, dirty, and gritty. Look at a movie like Deadpool, which obviously it's not going to be the same at all as far as types of movies, but Deadpool was made for a cheaper budget, cheaper than any of these superhero movies are, and it made a whole bunch of money. If this Black Widow movie can have the same mentality, make it for cheaper, and hopefully make a bunch more, then everybody is happy. Now, the story, this is a rough story. This isn't the perfect story or probably the best story you could do, but this is something I thought of. The movie is going to center around this unknown, maybe even masked assassin who is going around killing people, but doing it in a way where they're calling out Black Widow. They're calling out Natasha. And she's going to have some connection to this. She's going to be like, okay, this is either familiar or this is personal to me. They're clearly calling her out. In the movie, we're going to have Hawkeye here. Jeremy Renner, he has to be here. I think his relationship with Black Widow is important. I think the fact that the first time we see them, especially in the Avengers movies, they're like best friends, they're partners. And we know some little backstory that Black Widow used to be bad and that he saved her. He was supposed to kill her. That was his mission, but he saved her. And they've been close ever since. I want to see flashbacks of that. I want to see flashbacks of the moment where Black Widow was evil or was about to do something bad and he saved her and he stopped her. Like, I want to see that connection. Seeing more Jeremy Renner in Marvel movies, I'm all for as well. We've heard them mention Budapest and how this was such a big part of their friendship and their careers really in S.H.I.E.L.D. And we've heard about it so much that, again, flashbacks. I want to see what went down in Budapest. And I think what could have gone down is that maybe there was somebody there. Maybe there was a killer or somebody connected to Natasha that she should have killed, should have stopped, but she didn't. She let them go, and that's who this unknown, unnamed killer is in present day. This villain, this assassin, is going to be Yelena Belova. And some people will recognize that name from the comics. In the comics, she's the second ever Black Widow. She takes the name, takes the mantle from Natasha. And in the comics, her backstory is very convoluted, very like so much going on as far as her being Black Widow, but then getting injured and taken by Hydra. And they brainwash her, and then they gave her these powers, and she becomes evil. Then they turn her into a robot. And then she becomes human again, and all of this stuff that's just, I don't want to do that. But I do want to have it to where this character does have a connection to Natasha. I want to see some stuff about the Red Room, which was very much referenced in Avengers Age of Ultron. In her hallucination in her head, we saw how she was trained to be a killer, trained to be an assassin. It'd be cool to get some flashbacks of maybe in that Red Room, in that facility, she made a friend. And that friend was this person who, whatever happened to them, whatever happened to their friendship, that they went in separate paths, and now she's back, and she's maybe supposed to kill Natasha now. I want to make this personal. Maybe similar to the Dottie character from Agent Carter, if you guys saw that. That character was raised in the Red Room as well. Very similar, very sort of a tragic past with her. I think you can make that really interesting. As far as actresses to play this character, Alicia Vikander is high on my list because I think she's a great actress. I think she could pull it off. If anyone saw The Man from U.N.C.L.E., she just has that attitude about her. And she's hot. So that helps. But she's also slated to play Lara Croft maybe soon. So just in case, Rebecca Ferguson is another potential. If you saw her in Mission Impossible 5, she could clearly pull off the action. She could clearly pull off a strong, tough character to go up against Black Widow. The movie maybe should and could have cameos from a Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson, just to see what the hell he's been up to. Maria Hill, because we don't see enough of Maria Hill in these movies, and Sharon Carter. Why not? You don't have to have all of these characters. You can maybe just have some of them. But I think it would also be very cool if, because I've seen some people complain about this. Hell, I've even seen the actors on this show complain about this. I want to get Melinda May from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., played by Ming-Na Wen. I want her to be in this movie, but I want it to be Black Widow. Natasha, you're assigned this partner. She's going to come with you on this mission. She's going to make sure that you do what you have to do. And maybe they know each other, maybe they don't. And I just think Melinda May and Black Widow working together side by side, I think it would be a nice tie-in to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, to where you don't have to fully say, hey, let's bring their stories into our movie. No, you could just bring this one character who, Ming-Na Wen, she's been in movies before, so she's not just some TV actress that they have to make believable in a movie. No, she's done movies. She can clearly do most of her stunts. And I think certain fans will get a kick out of it. Other people who aren't watching S.H.I.E.L.D. might say, well, I don't know her, but if the movie does her right, she's awesome. Where else can I see her from? Oh, she's on this show? Well, let me watch this show now. It's great marketing. It's great promoting. And I think if you do it right, it will work. It would work. So, I mean, that's just a small pitch. This is me saying that the movie is plausible, is possible. So, guys, let me know in the comments below. Do you buy my pitch? Do you buy the movie that I'm selling? Or would you change it yourself? Or do you sell it? Do you have no interest in seeing a Black Widow movie? Are you fine with what we're gonna get and already getting from Marvel? You don't need it. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.